Hello everybody, welcome to Polyglot Hacks, and in this video I'm going to be doing my first Mandarin review, so stick around if you want to know what's going on with Mandarin. Alright, so for these reflection videos for my 60-day Mandarin challenge, I've created 4 questions that I respond to, and this way my thoughts will be well organized and easy to communicate to you. Now the first question that I responded to was what I learned. So I learned vocabulary, I learned grammar, I learned survival expressions, and I learned that it's much more common to ask for someone's last name rather than their first name, just because it's much easier to remember. And there's a lot of people in China, so there's many last names that are very common amongst many people. So it's much more common to ask for the last name rather than the first name. And I found that very, very interesting. I also learned how to write some of the most basic Chinese characters called radicals. Now, these are the most simple characters and they're generally used to learn how to write. And that was a cool experience because I've never learned a language that I've had to kind of create symbols for. And this leads me to my second question that I respond to was what I liked. And I really liked the characters. The characters look really cool and they're just different. They're definitely very challenging and it's going to be a lot of memorization, but that's okay. I also really like the textbook I'm using that my cousin gave me. If you're following me on Instagram, I'm sure you would know. If you're not, please go ahead and find my Instagram account. It's instagram.com/polyglothacks. But anyways, I've been using a textbook called Integrated Chinese and it's excellent. It's taking me from 0 to wherever I end up at, but it's a great textbook. Another thing I really liked is I was able to find a YouTube channel with a professor or a teacher that is going through each and every chapter of this book. So this was a really cool resource that I wasn't expecting to find, but he gives explanations for the vocabulary and the dialogue within the book, and that's really helping me out. If you want to check this channel out, it's called Wang. I'll put his name somewhere on the screen here, but yeah, Wang, thank you so much. Question number 3 leads to what I didn't like during this week that I learned. And that was the fact that native speakers speak so fast that it's so difficult to tell the difference between the tones. When I'm listening to what they're saying, it all seems like one simple tone, and that's generally not true. Sometimes I am able to recognize certain tones, but for now, because my ears aren't trained to really listen to Chinese, it's just gonna take time, and it's just something that's frustrating now, but as I progress, I'll be able to recognize the sounds more and more. Another thing that I don't like is I feel like I kind of have to learn 2 languages in a way that you have to know the pinyin pronunciation and then you have to memorize the symbol. And that seems like a lot of work, but that's just part of learning Mandarin and I can't really do anything about that, but it just seems like it's a big task because the pronunciation in this language is not necessarily easy, but I think I'll manage. Question number 4 is what I would like to improve or change in the future. And that would be to meet up with some of my friends that speak Mandarin. I have 2 friends currently that are willing to meet up during the summer with me, and I'm gonna be practicing with them. I'm gonna be going over pronunciation with them with new words and vocabulary. I wanna make sure that I'm saying everything correctly, and I really look forward to that because it's always good to find someone that's better than you in anything that you do, whether it be playing a sport, whether it be going to the gym, because that person who is better than you is going to motivate you to get right up there. Alright, so that was my first Mandarin review for my 60-day Mandarin challenge, and I really like making these videos because I can look back and see what I did, what I can improve on, what I liked and what I didn't like, and that really helps me kind of gauge where I'm at in a language. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and holla back at your boy.